So I know I'm not the only one that talks about this, but I still find it weird that we are in the end game of One Piece and half the Straw Hats don't know how to use haki. Half of them, by the way, half of the crew. Or I could be wrong, maybe some of them do, but just off screen. But if that's the case, why haven't they presented it in front of us to see? Why has Oda been hiding it like it's some rare collectible thing? This is supposed to be a Yonko crew, the strongest pirates on the sea. Because imagine if the world government actually figured out that the crew kind of depends on its main 4 heavy hitters, which are Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, and Jinbei. You know how easily they would destroy that team? Because if I'm a Gorosei member and I find out that only 4 members of this supposedly Yonko crew has haki, I'm gonna be laughing my ass off because I'll be like, what? Only Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Jinbei have haki? The rest of them don't even know what that is? Words can't describe how easy they would be to destroy. But instead of talking about the Straw Hat crew as a whole, there are 2 main people I believe should by now know basic type of haki. With the first one being Brook. Brook was a pirate when Garp, Roger, and Rox were rookies. Rookies. You're telling me he spent decades out in the most dangerous parts of the Grand Line, fought countless pirates, marines, monsters, fishermen, zombies, you name it, and not one person has ever tried to hit him with armament haki? Like, Brook has been out there longer than most people have ever been in the story. Forget about those years. He at least lived like a decent 30 years before he got turned into a skeleton. And you're telling me he didn't learn at least haki? There's no way. And if it's revealed by Oda that Brook doesn't even know what haki is, then I don't know what to say, honestly. This is going to be shocking to me. This is going to be shocking. And then there's Robin, formerly known as Miss All Sunday, Crocodile's right-hand woman. She was working under a warlord, by the way. You cannot convince me she never once saw someone use haki and went, interesting. Maybe I should learn that too. She was literally front row center to shady people, criminals, assassins, top tier agents, and probably like 7 different people trying to kill her on a weekly basis. And not once did she develop opposition haki. Not a little armament haki to protect herself. Maybe this is Oda's way of nerfing Robin. We all know for sure that Robin will probably be one of the most OP Straw Hats with armament haki. Especially with her devil fruit together, she'll be dangerous. But besides that, we have to remember that this is the new world. The place where the weak get erased. The Straw Hats are meant to be one of the most feared crews setting sail right now. They are going to have admirals constantly pulling up to attack them. They're going to have Yonkos probably even plotting to attack them at some point. And you're telling me the only way the Straw Hats are going to make it out alive on every single encounter is vibing their way out. The only way they escape situations is by vibes, literal vibes. And the wildest part is, I just remember 2 things. I literally remember seeing Folder Marines using haki, by the way. Folder Marines have used haki. Like, they've mastered the basic haki. I'm talking about Folder Marines that I'm pretty sure majority of the Straw Hats could beat themselves in a 1v1. Not to mention, there was also a sea turtle that used haki. A literal turtle learned armament haki before some of the Straw Hats. Like, at some point, the Straw Hats need to pick up the pace. I'm not even asking for Conquest haki. Just give us something. Show us Nami caught on her climb tact. You stop sniping with observation haki. If we're heading to the final few arcs, everybody's got to level up somehow. No excuses, no hiding off-screen stuff. It's time for the whole crew to feel like a Yonko crew, not just 4 dudes and a dream.